What's up, world? We back again with another one. And man, I got something that I want to talk to y'all about today, right? And I said, let me experience this for myself before I decide to open up and talk about it and speak about it. Cause been hearing a lot about it. I seen the research. I did the research. I don't know everything, but I know what I've been experiencing, for myself at the end of the day, guys. And let me tell you, it's testing. Oh, listen, it's not for the weak at heart at all at the end of the day, but it's so beneficial. So beneficial. And what I come to talk to y'all a little bit about is semen retention, guys. And basically, I'm gonna start with like day 15. Basically, yeah, we'll kind of start off from how you guys started and to where what starts to happen around that day 15 mark. At the end of the day, guys. And I had to ask myself, I'm like, especially being a married man, I'm like, how am I getting ready to do this when I love that? How am I going to do this when I really, really enjoy doing that? At the end of the day, right? And you got to ask yourself, like, even if in so many different situations, like even if you're not watching a whole lot of corn but if you in a committed relationship and like especially as young men, guys, that male testosterone and that libido, that can be high. And we want to get to it at the end of the day. Like, hey, come on. So you would tell yourself, yeah, you doing right, but you still releasing. And I've been learning some of these laws, guys, of the universe, as above, so below as above at the end of the day, and cause and effect. And it's one thing about that, when you do one thing, it's an effect that comes behind that. And I had to think about it. I was on the treadmill and I was talking to God one day, and I said, why is it as soon as we come to the earth as men, it's like it's an attack on the release for the male to just release. Like, it's so many distractions, it's so many advertisements. You can't open up a social media app these days without something that's triggering and a motivation for the male to release. And I said to myself, I'm like, guys, this is powerful. What we hold in us, our seed, our life seed. Do you guys understand? So I'm thinking, you guys understand? Like, and I'm thinking about this. I said, what we withhold inside of us create worlds, populate the world. Like, regardless, the baby is not created without the seed, man. Everything starts from a seed. Trees don't grow without seeds. They tell you, when we eating fruit and stuff like that, make sure you get the fruit, not the seedless, from the seed, because it's came from the earth. Like, it's symbolic. Everything comes from the seed. They say when you speaking positive, in people's life, even if they don't get it right then and there, what you did, you dropped the seed. And the seed is going to do what one day? It's going to take root. But what if we keep destroying the seed before it can even take root, guys? And I had to think about that. I'm like, man, from the time we hit puberty and we realize that feeling and how great that feeling is, it's like everything has been taught to you become like a squirrel looking for that feeling. And guys, we gotta stop being so squirrel brain. You gotta stop acting. You gotta stop acting like you got a squirrel brain, guys. At the end of the day, So I said, let me try this out. Because this seed got so many minerals, so many nutrients. Do you understand? Even women, like, and ladies, I love you, but I'm just going back, based off of what, experiences and things that, we've been taught. But like, you will have sometimes, a woman could feel like she's not doing her job if if you didn't release. Because that's what we've been taught at the end of the day. You did a good job, or you fire, you good at what you do if you're able to produce and get this from the man at the end of the day. No disrespect. No disrespect. We just, talking, basically about what's been going on, what's been propaganda, and what we've been talking. I'm like, and what I've been learning is more different ways to achieve that, guys. And if what we hold inside of us, man, is creating a human being, I think about my son. I said, man, my son wouldn't be here if it wasn't from the seed. At the end, it's crazy when I think about how he was created and developed all from that seed. Crazy what we do. So I say it's a whole lot of nutrients. It's a whole lot of just zinc, magnesium, like everything that we need. But what happened if we hold that inside of us and allow for that seed to take root inside of us? And so now it's running through those chakras at the end of the day, guys, and it's taking us to a whole nother level. So you got to think, by day 15, right? First couple days, you're going to listen. Urges like crazy, Well, you know what? It wasn't necessarily the urges. It was just like, it's tough. First couple days is just tough at the end of the day, right? And what you want to notice after that is your energy is going to start going through the roof, right? So around day 15, you're getting a lot more energy. The workouts, a lot more energy was in my workouts. It seemed like my mind, was more clear, was becoming more focused, getting more focused on my purpose, doing a lot more reading. It made me want to really start diving into this information a lot more and really exploring what was going on. Like, man, you start walking outside and just looking at the sky different. Yes. Conversations that being had, you're receiving them different. I've always been, a confident brother, but I can tell the transition in my confidence. Because no matter how confident you are, you're going to go through stages where it may drop some, and then it's going to increase at the end of the day. So I can scale the increase even in my confidence. I'm like, hold on, something different about this. And it made me want to start working out more and working on myself more. But I'm going to tell you, around 2 weeks, them urges, oh my God. Hey, listen, them urges is real. It's real. But I'm telling y'all, guys, you got to stay strong. You got to stay in the fight. That's during the time when you got to hold on. Because by the time you get to day 30, you crossing through a whole nother threshold, baby. Like, and I'm going to save that video for a whole nother video. We're going to talk about day 30. But yeah, like them urges, they come in strong. But you got to stay locked in because it's your old self. I know as brothers, man, we deal with a lot out there. A lot of brothers got a lot of vices, that's going on. We're trying to get better. We're trying to better ourselves at the end of the day. And that's part of the reason why we got to stay locked in, guys. I didn't understand, all the benefits that was going to start coming from this. But I started noticing my sleep even getting better. I'm like, man, I'm getting better sleep. And so now I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at myself. I'm like, my eyes, they more lively. They glowing different. My skin starting to glow a little bit different. And so I said, okay, let me keep going. Let me keep going. So day 14, if any of you brothers around day 14, I'm here just to encourage you, man, to keep going, stay locked in. You're not doing this for no reason. If you're thinking that you're getting ready to relapse, if you happen to do, don't beat yourself up about it, guys. It's a journey, It's not a sprint. It's a marathon at the end of the day. And y'all got to understand, to the end of time, we always going to be focusing on becoming better, getting better. And what you got to realize, you're doing something majority of men on this earth are not doing. Don't have the discipline nor power to do. But you stepping out and doing it and doing something different and getting it done. I'm going to tell you something. It's even going to do something to your voice. Your voice going to start to become deeper. That testosterone starts to build, guys. I'm telling you, it's benefits in this. And I didn't know what to believe. But I said, let me give it a shot. Because I said, it can't hurt me at the end of the day. So if it's not going to hurt me, let me see if it can make me better. Because I'm always looking for ways to get better at the end of the day, guys. So, hey, I'm going to see y'all again on the next one. Definitely check out some of my motivational videos. You know, subscribe, love, like, comment, do all of that good stuff. And we're going to ride this journey out together, guys. Hey, I'm locked in with you. I'm part of the fold now. My eyes have been open. I am a believer at the end of the day. Hey, Semen Retention, baby. First video. See y'all soon. Peace.